Today we're heading to downtown San Antonio, Texas, to a historic place just steps from the Riverwalk. And surrounded by towering buildings and busy streets. It's not massive. In fact, a lot of first-time visitors like me are surprised by how compact it is. But once you're here, you start to realize the scale of the story isn't measured in square footage. This is the Alamo. Coming in from East Crockett Street, you are immediately welcomed by a lively plaza, surrounded by shops, restaurants, and a mix of unique attractions. Continue walking, and the space widens out with tree-lined paths, inviting gathering spots, and a steady flow of visitors from all over the world. Historic markers and monuments scattered throughout the plaza tell pieces of history. Reminders that this wasn't always an open square, but once part of a larger mission complex and battleground. Right here is the Mission Gate. One of the original entry points to the Alamo. Back in the 1700s, this wouldn't have been just a simple walkway. It was a controlled entrance into the mission complex. And as the site later became a military post, the entrance took on a more defensive role, controlling who could come in and out. Today, it's a quiet reminder of how structured and protected this place once was. Also rising high above the plaza is the Alamo Cenotaph. The spirit of sacrifice. The monument was built decades after the battle to honor those who lost their lives during the fight. Carved in stone, it stands as a symbolic memorial, a reminder of the sacrifice and history tied to this place. Out here on the grounds, you'll often see living history demonstrations and reenactments happening throughout the day. Actors dressed up in period uniforms bring the 1800s to life. You might hear the rhythmic cadence of marching drills.
Christian both have at the end of their muskets. That is
or the crack of a musket firing, echoing across the plaza. These reenactments, in a way, give you a sense of the tension and uncertainty that once filled this space. Stepping inside the Church of the Alamo, the atmosphere changes immediately. Thick stone walls surround you, and the space feels both sacred and solemn. This is where many of the defenders made their final stand during the 1836 battle. You're not just looking at a historic building, you're standing inside it. If you're on the guided tour, this is where it really helps. The guides explain what you're looking at, point out important spots, and help you understand what life was like here, and what happened during the final battle inside these walls.
But the Alamo refers to the 4.5-acre compound that surrounds the Alamo Church. That is the Alamo. That is where the battle took place.
And knowing what happened here in 1836, it gives the space a much deeper weight. It's simple inside, no distractions, just stone, light, and history. And that's what makes it so powerful. Continue walking through the grounds, and the site opens up in different layers. Low stone walls trace the outlines of the buildings that are long gone. Places like barracks, workshops, storage areas, and simple living quarters. This is the Long Barrack, one of the oldest buildings on site, which once served as a monastery dormitory during the mission period. Over time, it was heavily modified and later used for military purposes. Today, it's part of the museum experience, with exhibits that help explain how this building changed through centuries of use.
Where Travis actually wrote the letter, it's actually where we're making the new museum today, where all the construction is occurring onto William Bear Travis, who was actually born either on August the 9th.
You'll also find the living history encampment, showing period weapons, cooking methods, and a glimpse of what life may have looked like for soldiers and settlers in the region during the 1800s. Just across from the historic grounds, you'll find a newer addition that brings a completely different perspective to the experience. Opened in March of 2023, from the outside it's modern and understated. But inside is where the deeper story of the Alamo really comes into focus. The Ralston Family Collection Center. The Collection Center houses hundreds of artifacts, many of which were never publicly displayed before. You'll see everything from weapons and personal items to documents and detailed exhibits that explain not just the battle, but the broader historical context. There are immersive displays, carefully curated galleries, and interactive elements that help connect the dots between the people, the place, and the events that unfolded here. As you move through these exhibits, the story of the Texas Revolution unfolds in a way that feels detailed, balanced, and human. It's not just about the final battle. It's about the events leading up to it and the lasting impact that followed. That's all for today's tour of the Alamo in downtown San Antonio, Texas. As you can see, there's ongoing construction and restoration work in some places, carefully being done to preserve and protect this historic place for the future. But even with that work in progress, it doesn't take away from the experience. You are still able to walk the grounds, explore the exhibits, and take in the history at your own pace. So take your time here. Walk the grounds more than once. Catch a reenactment if you can. Spend a few minutes inside both the church and the collection center. If you made it this far, drop a star or a Texas flag in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one.